Hello, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube. We're celebrating our 202nd episode. We've got balloons and everything. It's a great episode.
It is. We got the interns here saying a bunch of stupid shit about college football. We have some would you rathers.
A lot of would you rathers.
Nick Tarini gave us one, and it was...
We talked about eating mascots.
We did.
Like, subscribe, comment, share. If you're watching right now and you haven't said something mean or nice in the comments, go ahead and do it. Well, we have to say that we have the celebration today.
Yes. We should. What celebration? Where are my 202 balloons?
You didn't bring them in.
Did you bring these in? Katie brought these in.
No, I brought them in.
Kayce did.
Oh. Well, where's my it's our 202nd episode of Unnecessary Roughness.
And Katie was so kind
She was?
have a celebration balloons.
By the way, Katie, did you buy 200 balloons a couple of weeks ago, or was I out long enough to where you didn't have to?
No, I've been on hold for about 2
has.
hours every week pushing it back, and they still messed up the order. There's supposed to be football stuff and more.
Now,
That was 202.
We kind of forgot it was our 200th episode.
we should take a picture and put it out, by the way, of the,
Well,
the
yeah.
202 balloons.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah, all right.
But then she was going to do it last week, but then I was in Omaha.
Yeah.
So she was waiting until both of us were back together.
Yeah, our 200th episode was just you guys because my father died and I was in Mississippi.
Yes,
And then
R.I.P.
last week, our 201st episode was just me and Jack and
Katie.
the three of us.
And I was growing the game.
You were growing the game, and right now A&M's getting beat in the fourth inning. You're not out there growing the game.
Oh, I'm going back if they're in the championship series. Sorry, I had to come back to do a high noon commercial, our title sponsor.
All right. Well, we haven't gotten there yet.
Well, no, but I had to do a commercial yesterday.
Out of Stu's house?
You were supposed to be there, but you have idol, so.
I mean, they schedule these things at 10 o'clock on a Tuesday.
I know. I know.
We work.
Well, yeah, but you also have idol week. It's a very crazy week.
Yeah.
But right now they did beat Texas. Look, and look what Katie had me sent.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Horns down.
Horns down.
Horns down. You know how lovely it was to be able to do that
I bet that was nice.
versus Texas in Omaha on Father's Day with my dad?
I bet that was nice. I bet that was
really
a good
nice.
time. You want to do the show?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hi, welcome to Unnecessary Roughness, Barstool's college football podcast, brought to you by the great folks. Why don't you grab one there, Smith?
You want me to hold it up?
Yeah, hold it up. Get the tall boys right there. We got the high noon peach tall boy. Is that what that is?
Yeah, 2 of them.
2 peach tall boys. We got the summer pack in front of us with the kiwi and the. Yeah, tell me the summer pack.
It's the pool pack.
The pool pack.
For
I'm
the
sorry.
summer.
The guava,
It is-
the kiwi, the peach.
And the lime.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And then also the new flavor lemon, which we did a taste test.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. But yeah, no. So is your favorite still pineapple?
It was never pineapple.
That was just a joke that
That was
Marty
a joke
made
that
him?
Marty made, but
Well, it's still going.
I'm a peach guy.
Well, everybody's a peach.
Yeah, I like a peach. I like a good peach.
You do like? Well, I didn't know you liked a good peach.
Well, I like a good peach, and
Yeah. Okay.
when the can's this big, I like a good peach.
But yeah, high noon.
High noon hard seltzer.
Got for
They
our
are
new,
the best.
Our new commercial.
You shot that yesterday,
Yes, we did.
and did you take the bath?
That's
Still hasn't happened.
no. Katie, tell them it's happening.
It's happening.
Okay.
Confirmed, but not yet.
All right. So it is Unnecessary Roughness College Football Podcast, and like we said in the opening, it is a landmark episode for us. It's our 202nd episode, but it's not our 200th. That was a couple weeks ago. I wasn't here, then you weren't here, but this is our first big celebration. 200 episodes.
We haven't killed each other yet.
Well, we got close.
Twice.
We got close.
You think about it, in 202 episodes.
We're averaging one attempt per 100 episodes.
That's not bad.
That's like, imagine you killed somebody, but you only did it once a century. You're not really that dangerous of a person.
Personally not.
That means there's 99 years you're not killing anybody.
Exactly. And especially, I would assume I'm not married, but you are, so I can assume that.
You're assuming you're not married?
No, I
You
assume.
don't know?
Well, okay, I messed up the phrasing there.
Mhm.
You're married, I'm not.
Right.
But if I was married, I would assume that only having 2 fights in 2 years is pretty good.
That would be ideal, yeah.
Yeah.
That
So
would
we're
be
kind
ideal.
of married in a work
Sometimes you got to fight in marriage just to stay sharp, stay on your fight game,
and then making up.
make passionate, sweet
Okay.
love.
All right. Yeah, Katie made the face that I
After
would.
a night of
Ew.
high noons.
Oh, high noon.
High noons and then making sweet, tender, passionate love that lasts 45 seconds.
Not with Roman swipes.
We got to talk Roman later because that would have been a good time to just go ahead and do that. Anyway, Now, nobody is a bigger fan of Katie Stats than me. She is the biggest help in my life. She is the best, and she's looked up like, oh, what's he fucking doing?
She's wording something, and I can't read her lips. I'm sure
Right,
she's
I think
motherfucking.
there's a butt coming somewhere.
No, well,
Kind
Yeah.
of. Katie, I'm going to tell you this. What he's about to tell you, I did not know either.
Oh no, I think I know where he's going. I'm gonna curse him out.
no, you don't know where I'm going.
I have
think-
a hunch.
I don't think that you do because
Is
I.
it where the public's been going the past few days?
No,
Oh no.
Okay, fine,
This
fine.
is a hidden fact.
No, they're wrong on that. They're stupid. Don't
Okay.
worry about that.
Okay.
This is much less meaningful than that. We've been together for 2 years, 200 episodes, right? 3 years, 200 episodes.
Yeah, 3 years.
Does anybody here, and don't answer because I had to tell you, does anybody here know what my biggest fear is, what I'm scared of the most in life?
It's not dying.
Jack, do you know?
Boobs.
I think it's losing somebody.
No, I'm fine with that.
Oh, okay.
For the record, I said clowns, which was wrong.
Oh, sorry.
What is it, Katie?
The things that are to the left and right of you.
What?
Hey, Kayce, can you pop one?
No. What am I most scared of?
Balloons.
I didn't know that.
I totally forgot until just.
I said
Oh.
clowns, and
Like
he said no,
balloons.
and I said, well, I felt like
I'm not scared
balloons
of
are tied
clowns.
to clowns.
I'm terrified of balloons.
Why? What happened?
Because when they're in the room,
Say something sharp.
there's just a loud noise always about to happen, and I hate the getting startled. I hate that feeling of getting surprised. Do not come pop this. I hate balloons being around. It just if you can see the hair on my
is.
arm is
Yes.
standing up. I just
And you know what? I'm not even going to feed into this because I know what my fear is, which we're not going to get into.
Yeah.
And when people make it worse for me, I physically get ill. So I don't want to do that to you.
can I just do groups of balloons like this not do it?
Well, from far away, yes.
Okay, all right,
If there was a bunch of them, yes, I would die.
all right.
So.
Anyway, thank you for
Now I'm itching.
thank you for the lovely balloons.
Fuck me.
Okay, can we clip that? I'm gonna make a little money on the side. Anyway, thank you very much. 200 episodes.
Thank you for listening.
The best college football podcast in America, thanks to me. What? What did you say? What did you say?
I was going to give you a compliment, but now I'm not.
You don't ever need to feel the need to compliment me.
Casey,
I'll take care of that.
Yes?
you know what's funny? This was 200. We celebrated together, but we've done 200 on this podcast feed way before last week.
That's true.
2 weeks ago.
That is true. How many total are on there, Jack?
I think we're closing in on like 300.
Oh, wow. So you and I can celebrate 300.
Well, that would be rude.
Well,
Celebrate with a.
can I give you a compliment?
Please.
Well, it's not from me.
Mhm.
Well, kind of, I guess. So when I was in Omaha, there were a lot of people that came up to me that said that even though they hate Mississippi State, that they can't hate you.
Oh, that's nice. Did you tell them they can suck my fucking dick?
No, I didn't. I didn't feel like being that rude. But it was a lot of Ole Miss fans obviously saying like, we fucking hate Mississippi State and we're glad they're not here, but we can't hate Brandon Walker.
Well, anybody listening that has that opinion, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, real talk, this is not a joke. You can suck my fucking dick.
Oh,
What?
but I just thought you should know.
Okay. I just thought they should know.
Okay.
So today we are going to, if y'all have any news, I don't know if y'all have any news. It is a slow time of year, but Katie, you look like you're about to talk. We need to turn the mic on first.
We're working on it.
Okay.
Ohio State finally got the
I don't understand how that's possible.
3 years in the making. Finally got it.
So they own the word "the" now.
Yep.
So I can't, if I welcome people to the show, do we owe them a quarter?
It's
We owe Ohio State a middle linebacker.
It's not the. It's the.
That's right. It's the Ohio State. So I never say the word "the." I always say the word "the." So am I cool?
I say the.
So it can still be the University of Oklahoma, but it's the Ohio State University.
Speaking of Ohio State, they picked up two 5-star
Yeah,
wide
Carnell
receivers.
Tate. I saw that.
Back-to-back days.
And that's in addition to the 5-star quarterback they got a couple weeks ago, right? Raiola.
Yeah, he.
Raiola, by the way, whose dad is a Nebraska legend. These kids just don't be caring. These kids don't care. The Carr kid going to Notre Dame. Arch Manning going to go somewhere other than Ole Miss because he's smart. And then Raiola. Kids don't give a fuck.
I wouldn't either.
Oh, I wouldn't either. I'm going
where
I
the
get
money is.
The most money and other money.
I would go where the coolest NIL deals are. I don't and anybody says that they wouldn't do that, it's crazy. I met a guy last night at one of the Penn events, and he asked me this question. This is actually a good question for you too. So he's a Notre Dame fan,
Right.
and he had a few drinks in him, so he was definitely talking a lot about Notre Dame and how great they are. Which I said, you need to pump the brakes this year. It's okay. You have a new coach. He asked me if Jimbo Fisher left right now, would I hate him the way that OU fans do? And I said, no, I would not. And he said, yes, you would. And he was like, oh, that's bullshit. Tell the truth. And I said, here's the thing. I wouldn't, because Jimbo Fisher hasn't won anything for A&M yet.
Yeah.
Now, if he starts winning things and then leaves, sure. But I wouldn't right now, because I wouldn't blame somebody to go. He was like, what if he goes to Alabama? I said, how much is he getting paid? That was my first follow-up. Like, I don't know. And I said, more than A&M? Fine, go for it. Wouldn't you feel that way?
No, you're full of shit.
I am not. If he left to go get paid more,
because you know why? Because you're using human emotions right now, because it hasn't happened.
but he hasn't won anything for A&M.
You're using human emotions, Kayce, because it hasn't happened. We don't operate on human emotions when it comes to college football. If you walked up to an Oklahoma fan last year in May and said, what would you say hypothetically if Lincoln Riley were to go to USC? Well, we'd wish him luck. We'd thank him for everything he's done for the. I think they would have.
No, because they've made the playoffs.
No,
won the conference.
They would, but they would have. The human part of them, taking away the emotion, would say, well, we would wish him luck, and we would go out and find the best coach available, and we'd be fine. And when it happened, in actuality, they melted down like little crybaby bitches for months.
1,000%. Now, here's the ironic thing. This guy was not mad that Brian Kelly went to LSU. He said that he would be mad if Brian Kelly went to USC. And I was like, well, that doesn't make
any sense. USC is a rival of Notre Dame.
Well, I understand that, but if your coach is leaving no matter what, you should be mad.
No, I think if Texas A&M again, you keep using your.
If he
human
goes
brain.
to Texas,
correct.
Absolutely.
Right. If Jimbo goes to Georgia, that's one thing. If he goes to Texas, you'd burn his fucking house to the ground.
But I wouldn't care about him going to Alabama right now.
I think you would.
I think that I would be annoyed. I would not act like Oklahoma.
Let's say Jimbo.
He's we're going 8-4 right now. Who cares?
What if Jimbo beat Alabama this year?
Okay.
At the end of the year, Saban retires and Jimbo goes to Alabama.
How many games did we win this year?
11.
And we were in the SEC title game? That's completely different.
Yeah, you lost it to Georgia.
We're winning something. That's different. If we're going 8-4 every year.
Yeah, but he's building. He's building.
I know.
He's building.
I'm not.
If he left before, if he starts building this house and he leaves before they put the roof on, you're going to get mad.
Okay, so what about Mike Leach?
It's different.
Why?
It's been disappointing so far.
Well, I mean, A&M hasn't taken any gigantic strides.
Hasn't been disappointing.
Yeah,
A&M finished number 5 2 years ago.
This is a narrative from, and I don't think it's a bad one from Katie, but I disagree with it heavily. Even if Jimbo goes 8-4 this year, I don't think it matters because he's finally getting these big recruiting classes.
He's building.
He's building. No. You need to give him at least 2 more years.
I agree.
4 years.
Can I please? I'd like to very much on record. I am not trying to send Jimbo Fisher anywhere. The whole argument was: would I cry about it? Would I be mad?
You would get pissed.
I think that I would be annoyed. I would definitely act really fucking mad.
Yeah, you would get pissed.
But if you're the number 1 recruiting class and you go 8-4, I know from a national standpoint, from an outsider standpoint, you might not think it's bad. If A&M goes 8-4 this year, Aggies are gonna be fucking furious.
I don't think you guys are going 8-4.
I'm not saying that.
I just don't think you're going 8. I think you're going like 7-5.
Oh. Regardless, that was a question that was posed to me, and I liked it.
I might be on one.
You've been on one today, Brandon.
Hi.
A lot of things are great in this world.
Oh, I love great things.
A lot of things are shit in this world.
Oh, I hate bad things.
You know what one of them is?
Debt.
Student debt.
Student loan debt.
Student loan debt.
That's why I dropped out in the 3rd grade.
Well, yeah, because you didn't want to have to pay debt.
And I was stupid.
Facts. But, there are a lot of people out there that are very smart that have their degrees, but they've got the student loans just piling up.
Sometimes they feel stupid.
But you know who's going to make them feel smarter?
Let's make them smart.
Earnest.
Our
friends at Earnest, they've been our friends for a long time. We say this all the time. Not only will they help you get your lower rates, your flexible payments, it only takes 2 minutes.
2 minutes
to see what your new rate could be. And when you refinance, you can reduce that loan term. You can save money. We love doing all these things. Combine the monthly loans into one simple payment. And, Brandon, you can talk to a real live human being at Earnest online.
Not just a robot phone?
Nope, not just one of those bullshit, hey, chat with us, and it's really not. No, it's an actual human, and it only takes 2 minutes to see what your new rate could be, and there's no credit impact. And for people that don't know,
that's a big deal.
That's a huge deal. It's a massive deal. They don't teach you that in school. They don't teach you that when
They
you're
don't teach
putting
you
up the loans.
shit about money in school.
Yeah, so we're telling you because we know there's no credit impact. And right now, Earnest, not only are they making lives easier, Brandon, they are giving our listeners $100 in cash bonus, free money to refinance your student debt at earnest.com/Barstool. It is not available in all states, but again, it only takes 2 minutes to check that. Once again, you get $100 cash bonus when you visit earnest.com/Barstool to refinance your student loan. Again, earnest.com/Barstool for more details. They're great. We love Earnest. In-house team is ready to help. Again, that's earnest.com/Barstool.
You gonna do the thing?
I'm going to do the thing. Terms and conditions to apply. Earnest student loan refinancing made by Earnest Operations LLC NMLS 1204917. California financing law license number 6054788-535 Mission Street, San Francisco, California 94105. Visit earnest.com/licenses for a full list of licenses.
Beautiful. So we're going to bring in the interns in a minute. But before we do the interns, it's intern summer here. We always have interns for the summer. A couple of weeks ago, we brought in some, I don't know how to say this, from some Barstool behind-the-scenes employees, and we talked about their passionate football takes of their teams. We have some interns this summer that are from different places around this country. Well, I think we have a Wisconsin fan out there, a TCU fan. I don't know what the other. Not yet, Katie. Not yet. Yeah, put them out there. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So, and then I don't know what the other school is now that I think about it, but I guess we'll find out together. So I want to talk about them, see how crazy they are. Before we do that, though,
The other school is the 70 IQ Spartan Tribe.
Michigan
State.
Yes, Jack's odd obsession with Michigan
I
State.
love it. Jack, I love that you have this rivalry with Michigan State.
I mean,
think
we
it's-
all pick them up along the way.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like Florida State, I've continued that one.
I've kind of learned, though.
Why did I all of a sudden beef with Florida State?
You know, though, I think I'm learning something.
What?
There really is no fan base above everybody else when it comes to stupidity. Every fan base, when it comes,
Stupid?
is stupid. Every fan base is, because they think of things only in the terms of their team. And if you say anything that doesn't match your rosy ass view of your team, then you're like. I had a Florida fan DM me last night saying he's unfollowing me for saying I would take Stetson Bennett over Anthony Richardson. Oh, I'm sorry for taking the defending national champion quarterback who was the best player on the field in the fourth quarter of the national championship game over a guy who's strictly potential. Like that's how
He actually unfollowed you too?
that's how emotionally. Well, I told him to go fuck himself.
Oh, well,
And he
okay,
unfollowed
there
me.
it is, yeah.
He said he was going to unfollow me. I said, if you're this big of a bitch, I do not want you to follow me. And I just but college football. Our college football teams make us bitches. I have had this a couple of weeks ago. I said on my show that Georgia could go 10-2. Georgia fans lost their minds. They can't believe anybody would suggest Georgia would lose 2 games. Where are you going to lose them? How are they going to lose them with an elite offense? We don't have an elite offense. Yeah, we do. We have all these recruits. Okay, well, let's see them. So I just – Alabama, I had a thing the other day with Alabama. I said – the only team in the country that can beat Alabama this year is Ohio State. And a guy come out of nowhere and he said, "You're crazy thinking Ohio State is going to beat Alabama." I didn't say they're going to beat Alabama. I said they could beat Alabama.
You know what fan base, and I know that you know this, but that like even I think under the water hates you the most right now?
Who?
Right, maybe not the most, but that it's creeping up. I bet you could guess.
Well, Arkansas,
Outside the SEC.
Arkansas is 1. Oklahoma?
Oh, well, that one too. But no, this one's creeping up. And I think that you know it, but you don't really realize it. And I've been talking to this fan base more, being out in
Who is
the
it?
wild. Michigan. Michigan fucking hates you.
Why does Michigan hate me?
Because you still haven't given them credit for making it to the college
Football
playoff.
fans just can't handle truth. And I even said on the show last week, the more I look at it, the more I think Michigan's going to be very good this year. I thought
I didn't know that.
I thought originally, well, you should watch your show when you're not on.
You don't.
But
Did you hear what we said about you the week before?
Of course I did.
What did we say?
Said I was handsome and good looking. Which I thought that was an overkill to say both.
the only thing is, from the perspective of teams that you are not like in good riddance with right now,
Yeah.
is you got into it with Alabama Twitter on, I think, Sunday night?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I tweeted out the clip of you saying, "Oh, if Ohio State has a really good defense this year, they're going to be borderline unbeatable." Maybe, you said. And
Right.
Alabama fans made it seem like you said, "No, Alabama's going 6-6 this year."
Correct. Yes. Alabama fans lost their mind, and it was weird. Like, there's nobody more oppressed in college football than Alabama fans.
Well, and if Alabama fans paid attention to that Ohio State team last year, the Ohio State football team, they would notice that what you said was factually correct.
I mean, you don't even have to really pay attention. You just,
they had one of the best offenses in the country.
You ready to do some would you rathers?
I mean, the fact that you wrote them is scary. The double down that you had like Ebo and Nick Turaney and all those guys involved in it makes me very scared.
Nick Turaney did write the last one.
Oh, God. I knew I was going to be in for it today when I walked in multiple hours ago to this radio room. You were sitting in here. Ebo and Nick were in here. And I said, what do you want me to prepare for today? And you said, absolutely nothing. And then I just walked out and closed the door.
Would you rather be Alabama's backup quarterback?
The entire career? My entire career. Okay.
Would you rather be Alabama's backup quarterback or Vanderbilt's starting quarterback?
Alabama's backup quarterback.
Really, that easy?
Yes.
What if you never play? Now, you might play, but you might not. What if you never play?
I feel like,
I think starting quarterback at any Power 5 team, even if it's Vanderbilt, is better than Alabama's backup.
The only reason I would say that is I think I would have a better chance at making a camp as Alabama's backup than as
Jay Cutler had a 12-year career.
Yeah, but you can name one guy.
Yeah.
One guy that did it. And then other than like winning one conference game maybe a year and struggle city and then having to go and be like, well, this guy played for a losing team, but he's really good. And also you're winning and you can always be like, oh, well, like I'm.
All right, so where's the line? Would you rather be Alabama's quarterback or Alabama's backup quarterback or Northwestern's starting quarterback?
Northwestern starting quarterback.
What's the difference?
They win more than Vandy.
But if
they're not a punchline like Vandy is.
Okay, all right.
I would say
they're all fair.
I would say that your argument for starting is true for majority of teams. Mm-hmm. I think punchline starting quarterback jobs I would not want to be a part of.
Okay. Would you rather be Alabama's backup quarterback or UCF starting quarterback, non-Power 5?
UCF's starting quarterback.
Yeah, I think that's right, too. I think most schools. More punchline. Would you rather be Alabama's backup or Duke's starting quarterback?
Depends on the year.
Depends on how good you are, right?
Maybe you could be a great quarterback and have shit around you. I think that if you obviously the competitive nature, you always want to be the starter. Right. However, if it's a fighting battle for you to get any respect or recognition every single week, even if you're having like think about if a Vandy quarterback had by far the best stats in the country, playing in the SEC or Duke or whatever, in the ACC, whoever it is, but you lose every single game, and then come Heisman time or come draft time, they're like, oh my God, like Brandon Walker should be the Heisman winner. Look at his numbers. Like, yeah, but he lost every single fucking game. Like, what are we talking about here?
Would you rather be Lincoln Riley's agent for the rest of his career or get paid $100,000 for every time Nick Saban wins a game for the rest of his life?
Lincoln Riley's agent. Solely due to Nick Saban's age. Because Lincoln Riley is incredibly young, mm-hmm. and he just got paid a bag.
But notice, but if you're Lincoln Riley's agent, you're getting a percentage of what he gets. But if I was giving you $100,000 every win. So let's say Saban coaches 3 more years. That's 35 wins. That's $3.5 million. All right, it probably.
Yeah, I'd still go the agent.
Yeah, probably.
Because I think agent fees when it gets up to that is like 3 to 5%. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of money, and you get money on the bonuses too.
Yeah. Agents
get they get that percentage of everything that these guys make.
This feels like one I've asked before, but Katie says, actually it wasn't Katie. I think it was Jack said he doesn't remember it being on the show, but I can guarantee your team one of these two things this year. I guarantee your best player wins the Heisman Trophy, or you can win a conference championship. I guarantee you nothing past that. I guarantee you nothing in the playoff. I guarantee you nothing. I guarantee you a conference title, or I guarantee you a Heisman.
Conference title. And I feel like we did have this conversation because we talked.
We always circle back to Johnny on this.
Well, yeah, but I think that, yes, and you said you would take a Heisman, right?
No, I think I would take. I don't know. It's closer than I think because the Heisman resonates, like it matters.
Definitely.
But yeah, I think you have to take conference title.
Yes, give me it. It means more.
Yeah, and it maybe I should add the caveat: you win a conference title, but you lose in the playoff or win a Heisman. So I take the national title off the table.
I think I would still and again, it depends on where you go to school. And I'm saying, the Heisman does mean
Okay, conference title, no playoff berth, Heisman.
Conference title, no playoff berth.
Oh, you missed the playoffs.
How?
You go 10-2. You win the conference, and there's 4.
Oh, Heisman, because then I wouldn't have to sit there and be miserable for an entire year of being like, what the fuck?
All right.
And then you're a punchline too. But I think conference titles, as a fan, obviously the Heisman's pretty fucking cool. But I mean, I'd like a conference title anytime.
Would you rather be your team's on-field mascot for one season? Means you have to dress in the uniform and be the mascot all game, 4 hours a Saturday, and you got to make all the appearances, or take care of your team's animal mascot in your home for the next 3 years?
That's so easy for me.
For you, it's easy. For me, it's easy. Let's say, okay, wait. Let's say you're an LSU fan. You can be the on-field Tiger for a season, but you got to do everything they got to do, or you have to take care of Mike the Tiger in your home for the next 3 years.
I still think I would go with taking care of the animal.
All right, Colorado.
I can keep him back out in the back, right?
You're just gonna throw the buffalo in the backyard?
I'm gonna make him a pen.
What about Bevo?
Well,
you'd kill him, wouldn't you?
He'd be delicious.
You'd bring us over for Bevo steaks.
I would never do that to a kind animal.
I don't think we say it enough. Bevo would be the most delicious college football mascot.
You know what? I'm gonna go.
I'm sorry, we just got a rabbit trail.
I will say this. He's probably the only legal meat.
I don't think so. Is there some fish? There's got to be some fish.
Live fish mascots? I mean, yeah, there's definitely
mascots, but I'm just talking about what.
As far as live mascots that are legally consumed, I would say he's probably the only one.
Well, Ralphie's a bison, right? Then you can eat bison meat, buffalo. You can eat that.
Yeah, but that's not near as, I don't go and be like, oh, I'm going to eat a buffalo today. I eat a lot of steak. Hello.
Hey. Oh, I see what you're doing.
HelloFresh.
Oh, my goodness. That means delicious food's right around the corner.
That means incredibly easy to make delicious food is right around the corner.
That means recipe cards that you can follow in 30 minutes or less for a fantastic meal right around the corner.
That means you can select your weekly menu of recipes that are easy in 30 minutes or less are right around the corner.
That means the best meal service kit in America is right around the corner?
That means that you, if you're going on vacation, can even put it on pause with the best meal service kit in America right around the corner.
HelloFresh is like, we're joking, but HelloFresh is the most legit thing out there. Like if you're frustrated because things are expensive these days.
They are.
Gas is high as hell.
Yes.
And
grocery store prices going up.
Everything's going up. Everything is going up. But if you don't want to deal with the long lines at the grocery store or the crazy prices at the grocery store or getting the gas to go there, all you got to do, go to HelloFresh.com. You sign up for it. They're going to send you a box. In the box, prepackaged ingredients that are all delicious with recipe cards saying, make this, eat it, and it's great.
I pay for mine. That's how much I love it. And I love, too, that they do have, seasonal things. Right now, they have the Mediterranean recipes, which I love.
Yes.
I am a sucker for Mediterranean food.
Yes, queen.
Got fresh fruits and veggies.
Yep.
They also have, cucumber salads.
Yes.
But they also have the OG stuff, too. They've got the meatloafs. They've got the steak. They've got pasta. They've got burgers. They've got really healthy salads. They've got it all. And like I said, my favorite thing is every single week you can go on. You can either select your meals, whether it's 2 or 4 serving sizes, or if you're going to be gone, you can just pause it. They're not going to send you any boxes. You're not going to pay any money. So it's amazing. It comes right to your door. And as always, Brandon, we're giving free meals away.
Yes.
If you go to HelloFresh.com
this guy
/Walker16.
16 free meals?
Well, if you use the code Walker16 for up to 16 free meals, what does that really mean?
Means if you're just one person, you might get 32 meals out of it.
32 servings.
Sure.
If you're a couple, you get 16 free meals. That's a lot of money. So not only are you saving money with HelloFresh every single week.
That's over 2 weeks of free meals.
Right. You get free meals and then you get to save money and also 3 free gifts.
That sounds nice. I don't know what the gifts are.
It depends. There's a surprise in almost every single one of those boxes.
That sounds beautiful.
HelloFresh.com /Walker16. Use the code Walker16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. We love it. It's America's #1 meal kit. And again, that's Walker16.
HelloFresh. All right.
Lot of hamburgers.
Forget the live aspect. Which team has the most delicious mascot? Texas got to be one of them.
From a food standpoint.
How many nicknames can I eat?
I think only one.
I can't eat Bulldogs.
You can't eat dogs in general.
Can't eat dogs. Can't eat tigers.
No. Can't eat
In the
horses.
SEC, I can't eat Volunteers. I can't eat Aggies.
Can't eat Wolverines. You can't eat
Spartans.
Buckeyes.
Can't eat Buckeyes. Can't eat
Trojans you can't eat. Well, I mean, I guess
Well,
it depends on.
Can you eat Badgers? No.
No. Oh, you know what? You can eat a pig. You can eat the Razorback.
You can eat. Oh, okay.
You can eat a hog.
So Texas and Arkansas are on the most delicious. You can eat Virginia Tech. It's a turkey.
You can eat that.
South Carolina, you can eat a chicken.
A cock, yeah.
Yeah, well, just relax. I feel like we're gonna have a string of gifts from you on this one. You've already said, you've already just said fuck me.
Oh.
Then you said eat a cock.
Well, I didn't say that. You just said that.
That's true.
Make sure you clip that out too.
Yes. All right. So you can eat chickens. You can eat.
You can eat gator. You can eat a gator.
You can eat gator. I wouldn't recommend it. It's fine, I guess. But gator.
You can definitely. I did it on Barstool vs. America last year. It was
The 5 most delicious college football team mascot.
people. They're gonna be calling like PETA on us.
Arkansas Razorback. Arkansas is right up there with Texas.
Bacon.
Bacon,
I don't like ham. I don't like ham at all. You do a pork chop right now, maybe.
USC Trojans, UCLA Bruins. You can eat a bear. You can eat an Oregon duck.
You can.
You can eat a duck.
You eat a duck. You can't eat. Oh no. Oh no.
I mean, Oregon State. You can eat a beaver, right?
I knew. As soon as you had that look in your eye,
Zai eats beaver all the time.
he just gave you a head nod too.
Just gave me one of these.
I'm
It
trying-
means pussy, Zai. In America, it means pussy. Okay.
You can't eat a Tar Heel.
Yeah, you can. It's a sheep / ram. Yeah.
Have you seen his nuts?
Yeah, but you can't eat that, right?
It's a ram. I feel like you can eat.
It's a lamb. It's a
Lamb,
it's
ram?
lamb. Yeah, it's in the family.
I think ram is different, right?
I just don't think we hunt them and kill them. Sun devil you can't eat. A wildcat you can't eat. I wouldn't recommend eating wildcat. You gotta
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be good.
tame her first.
Can't eat a Sooner. You can't eat the horses that run the schooner.
No, can't eat a cowboy.
Can't eat a cowboy, no.
Can't eat a hawkeye.
Can't eat a bear.
cyclone, a corn husker. You can eat part of it.
Yeah, you can.
You
Well, I bet you could eat the husk too.
Yeah, but they're called corn huskers. They're the people that
They're
husk
the
the corn.
people that.
Yeah.
Well, then no, you can't eat them. Definitely not. For sure not.
I guess we're about out of it.
I mean,
we're missing somebody.
yeah, we're missing. You can just take off all the dog mascots for sure. You can't eat an elephant.
Somewhere in the world, somebody's eating elephant.
Yeah, but not here, not in this country. No. Well, somewhere in the country, somewhere in the world, people are eating dogs, but we don't.
Okay, well, that was.
I don't know how we got there, but
I enjoyed it. I liked
I
it.
liked it. People are going to be upset, but it is true.
Upset about what? That was a great discussion.
Upset about the fact that we just discussed which mascots we like to kill and eat.
I'm still going Texas 1, Arkansas 2,
Oh yeah.
South Carolina 3.
And here's the thing, it's actually a compliment to Bevo because he's the most versatile mascot. Think about all the different kinds of delicious meals you can have
Yeah.
with a cow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a fact. You know, if you are a fan of that school and like you had a hypothetical of if you were, stuck on a deserted island with your mascot, how long do you think that you could survive?
Do you think, like now they would never do it, but do you think like in the 30s when Bevo would die, would they? Yes.
Well,
Let me ask you a question. Has anybody ever eaten a Bevo?
I would feel like yes, back in the day.
I think yes.
Back in the day when like because when these mascots would die back in the day, like it wasn't like some social media thing. It was like, all right, well this one died, we got to get a new one.
Right, yeah.
And they probably don't. I mean, and I will say this: they probably don't do the weird thing that A&M does, which I understand. Miss Rev, she's literally royalty, but they don't bury all the Bevos outside of the stadium.
How long have they done the how long has Bevo been on field?
On field?
Bevo been part like the actual animal.
1800s.
The actual animal. They've had an actual animal since the 1800s.
Well, I feel like there have been cows around since then. Yeah.
I feel like cows predate the 1800s, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
how long has Bevo been mascot?
Well, his name was Varsity first.
What?
His name was Varsity first.
Whatever. Bevo 13 became mascot in 1988. Okay, I don't care about that one.
You got to look up when did the Mascot varsity start?
When did Bevo become a thing?
Well, Bevo because of the name change.
Okay.
What's the pig's name in Arkansas?
I'm looking.
Tusk.
Yeah. I thought it was Sam.
Oh my God.
He's not a bad coach. I don't know why you're. Would you rather this year, going into the year, would you rather your quarterback be Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud?
Bryce Young.
I don't know. You sure?
I'm doing the thing, when you sit in the therapist's office and name the first thing that comes to your mind. I'm doing knee-jerk reaction.
I know Bryce Young won the Heisman last year.
He's been there before.
They were very even until the very, very end when Bryce Young separated.
But he's been there before.
Well, C.J. Stroud's really fucking good. They're
No,
both great.
I wouldn't complain with either one.
Yeah.
But if my knee-jerk reaction was Bryce Young because he did win a Heisman and they made the playoff, I think that in those moments you do kind of want a guy that's been there before. I would take C.J. Stroud too, obviously. But if you say, would you rather a Heisman Trophy starting quarterback or a non-Heisman Trophy starting quarterback, I would say give me the Heisman Trophy starting quarterback.
I think after this year, you can probably say that about both of them.
You're asking me now.
C.J. Stroud's probably going to win it this year. But would you rather, going into this year, have your quarterback be Quinn Ewers or Spencer Rattler?
Oh,
So a former 5-star that we don't know or a former 5-star that kind of fell on his face last year?
I think a former 5-star that has experience would still outweigh that.
So Spencer Rattler. Now, a lot of people, when it comes to Spencer Rattler, we kind of mock him because he lost his job last year, right? And we weigh him on that. He was very good the year before.
Right.
He was very good the year before, and we don't talk about that enough. So he could.
If Caleb Williams wasn't as good as he was, Spencer Rattler probably would have continued to play.
And that whole team kind of just didn't feel right.
Right. Like when the crowd was chanting, "We want Caleb" and all that stuff. Like, it was a weird team. Obviously, there was some weird shit going on with how everything panned out afterwards. Spencer Rattler, we thought he was going to win the Heisman last year, so he's very good. But also, he does have that experience. I know Quinn Ewers incredibly. I think Jack got into it with somebody about him being like the number 1 overall recruit ever. Jack, was that Quinn Ewers? It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's great, but you don't know what's going to happen. Spencer Rattler, yes, he got booted, but he's not a bad quarterback at all.
All right. Would you rather I guaranteed you for the 2022 season a playoff berth for your team, or I can guarantee you sign Arch Manning this December? Now
here's the delusional part of me. Ready? Here's where college football delusion comes out. I am going to trust the process of the coaching staff getting these quarterbacks on campus.
Okay.
Now, it seems, from what I've been told and what I've seen with my eyeballs, that A&M did not go really hard after Arch Manning.
Okay. Well, I'm not really worried about that.
Because that's why I'm going. I would rather take a playoff berth because the guys they have on the roster right now, especially Weggy, that's his nickname, by the way. I learned that this week.
Oh, we're calling him Weggy already.
Yeah, that's his nickname. I learned it when I was in Omaha. Is apparently really, really fucking good. So I will pass on the
guys hope.
Right. Well, we hope Arch Manning's good.
That's true.
We assume because of his bloodline, but I would 10 out of 10 take a college football playoff berth. What about you, though? I want to know your answer on that. I think you would want Arch Manning just to spite Ole Miss.
Well, they've already accepted they're not getting him. By the way, I want to congratulate Ole Miss on their 2022 national championship in baseball. It's a really admirable run that they've made and are continuing to make. They're going to win tonight, and they're going to win they're already the betting favorite. So congratulations to them. Go ahead and print this, stamp it. Done. Congratulations to Ole Miss on their national championship in baseball. I've been there. Listen, they're my little brother. They look up to me and everything. They watch my success, and then they have to follow along in my footsteps, much like Ben Mintz. So yeah, congratulations to them on their national championship in baseball.
Very big of you.
Yeah, thank you.
Very big of you.
I'm a big guy.
Yeah, I will tell you, Katie. One of the things that Brandon said about these balloons too was that he doesn't like that they're blue and red, and I pointed out that his shirt is blue and red, and the logos behind us are also blue and red.
Everything we have is blue and red right now.
Yes. I was gonna do like maroon, but like maroon balloons just didn't look good.
No, it was just a very funny thing. Is his shirt is quite literally blue.
I also love the fact that you remembered that I hate balloons.
Well, it took her a little bit, so she didn't do it on purpose.
I genuinely straight up forgot.
Oh, no.
Tony Siragusa died.
That sucks.
Fuck.
Fucking Goose. He's a player for the Ravens back in 2000. A big defensive lineman, and then he was on the Fox football sidelines.
That was my childhood. R.I.P. Tony
R.I.P.
Siragusa.
Shout out Tony Siragusa. I don't know the answer to the question I'm about to ask.
Oh.
Where'd Tony Siragusa play college ball?
I don't know that. If you don't know it, I don't know it.
I'm going to guess Miami.
No, I don't think so.
Another ACC school.
Where?
Pitt.
Oh, Maryland.
Pitt.
Pitt.
Played at Pitt? Okay. Did you look that up, or did you just know that, Katie?
I'll look it up.
You can't eat a panther.
I need to
either.
see who I had no idea who he was, so I had to look, and it's on the
Okay,
page.
Brandon,
Yeah.
quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Before this run of Alabama greats, and it's kind of hard to take this out of the question,
Right, yeah.
but, and this is for Kayce too, would Pittsburgh's NFL alumni be the best NFL alumni?
It's very close. If you look at them, you go all the way back. You got Dan Marino. You got Tony Dorsett, who won 1976 Heisman. You got Dan Marino. You have Larry Fitzgerald.
Casual.
You have Darrell Revis, Jack? Darrell Revis?
I think so.
Darrell Revis.
Is it
Yeah.
Mean Joe Green? No, is it no, they got a big time defensive lineman.
Aaron Donald.
Yeah. Aaron Donald.
I
think even-
the answer is yes. Jack.
I think even with Alabama's current run, Pitt's got a top 5 NFL bloodline.
And Ditka went there too.
Yeah, he obviously counts. I think I'm not sure as far as NFL bloodlines. Even with this run, Alabama's really close to the top. I think they would have to be close, but like USC's is crazy too. But Pitt's is wild.
Well, also when you think about star power, I know that's such a cliche word.
Yeah.
But like if you're talking about sheer numbers, you would probably look at Alabama right now. But if you're talking about star power, every single person you just named is a superstar.
Yeah, and I didn't name everybody.
Right.
So Pitt's definitely one of those low key, big time talent, legend producers. I think West Virginia is also like that. I can't really call a whole lot of them off the top of my head. Not to the extent of Pitt, obviously. Anyway, would you rather? You have to hire one
Okay.
for the next 5 years. Would you rather hire to coach your football team Les Miles or Bobby Petrino?
That's not fair.
No, you got to hire one. Les Miles or Bobby Petrino?
Who's less of a criminal? I think Bobby Petrino, right?
I don't think either's like a criminal.
Well, didn't Les Miles get in a lot of shit at Kansas?
He got, and you know, he kind of turned the other cheek at LSU when some shit was going down.
I think that, you know,
By the way, before you got here, this question was you have to hire Les Miles, Bobby Petrino, or Art Briles.
well, I mean,
And then Jack said, no, take Art Briles out. KCO ran on that. So I'm like, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
Well, you would have.
I would have, but
right.
well, I also don't think that you can put Art Briles in the same category as those two.
With Les Miles, it's close.
Well, then, yeah, Bobby Petrino, even though I think Bobby Petrino is more of an asshole. Like, Les Miles is, like, at least pretends to be nice to you.
Would you rather have Ed Orgeron completely run your personal finances for the next 5 years or have Brian Kelly babysit your son?
Is that Nick's question?
No.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
I mean, if Brian Kelly babysits your son, I mean, he's probably not going to die.
Well, is it raining outside?
I don't
it
know.
windy?
I don't know.
Is it storming?
If Brian Kelly babysits your son, I don't know Ed Orgeron's financial acumen. I guess he probably hasn't looked at his money in a while. Somebody probably takes care of his money, but you don't have to worry about it. He has to run every financial decision in your life for 5 years, or Brian Kelly babysits your son for the summer.
I'm going to say over the whole summer.
Yeah.
I was going to say for like a night. You know, I feel like I've
Take your chances with Brian Kelly?
Brian Kelly's a dad, so he's kept humans alive. Well,
somebody has.
well, as a dad, what would you pick? You actually have humans that you have to take care
No,
of.
Brian Kelly. I'm not even going to take my kids to LSU games anymore. Scared they'll get swept out of the upper deck.
That's so dark. Oh my God.
And I'll let you guess which one is next in a minute.
Okay, well, I can see that we're edging more and more towards those types of questions.
Well, we're going to pull back a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Another player question. Would you rather have as a transfer quarterback at your school this year Kayce Thompson from Texas coming in to be your quarterback or Adrian Martinez from Nebraska?
Kayce Thompson.
Yeah, I have a feeling he got the shit end of the stick at Texas.
Yeah, I think he got the shit end of the stick, and I think that he's never been hyped up near to the degree that Adrian Martinez has been, and has fallen flat from those expectations. I think Casey Thompson got screwed, and his ceiling was much lower in expectation-wise than Adrian Martinez.
Your biggest game of the season is tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go.
Okay.
You have to stay at home. Would you rather it be on Fox's Big Noon Kickoff, CBS at 2:30, or ESPN ABC Prime Time 7 p.m.?
CBS. Because big-time night games are awesome, but waiting all day for them fucking sucks. And I'm assuming we're just talking about like regular fans. We're not talking about people that have to like work in football. The noon kickoff is too early. Because then if you win, then like you're not paying attention to the rest of the day, which is great. But if you lose, your day is fucked.
Right. That's what I was. The 2:30 is weird because you can't really enjoy the morning games as much. You watch them, and then the night games. If you lose, you're not.
I'm assuming we're talking 3:30 Eastern.
Well, it's 2:30 in the South.
Yeah, but you know,
God's time zone is 2:30.
Okay, well, and I will say, as much as I love the East Coast, the Central time zones is absolutely where it's.
That's
where
God's
it's at.
time zone.
I would go afternoon game. I also I think that from a broadcast standpoint, I like the CBS music, but I think that the 3:30 going to a 3:30 game stinks because it's always really hot until the end of the season. But watching it on TV is the perfect time.
Would you rather take a hit off a bowl that has a turd in it, or have no skin?
What's this next question?
You think? You have to take a hit off a bowl, but it has a turd in it, or you have no skin.
I would go with no skin because you'd be like some like freak phenomenon and probably be pretty rich.
That's an odd way to look at it, but yeah.
You would be. If you had no skin, like you would be in a freak show somewhere. You'd be like some sort of like villain in movies every single time because you're the only person that has no skin. I'm sure there are a lot of people out there that have taken the first option just by accident.
How does that accident happen?
I don't know. Stoners get into some weird shit.
All right. So a couple of weeks ago, we did a thing where, get Lee first.
I'm bringing a different one first.
She's bringing a different one first.
Why?
There's probably a reason we just.
I asked for Lee.
But there's probably a reason that we don't know.
Must be a timing issue.
Probably.
Wait, hold on. Is there an intern with a schedule so important that I got to work around him?
No, I think if anything, when Lee comes in, I think Katie and Lee may have like a little bit of a do to do. Yeah.
Oh, is there a do to do? I thought you were.
It's nothing huge.
There is a do to do.
But I just saying like maybe a little do to do.
Oh, I didn't know that. Brandon, I mentioned this off the top of the show.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know if we would have an ad read for them. But guess who we have an ad read for?
Dun, 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 dun.
Roman! Take it away.
Well, boys, me and my penis are here. We are here because we are the face of Roman Swipes. It's this face and this one down here. Because guess what? Sometimes when I take this bad boy to work, when I get out there and we're going, it's our shift, sometimes we don't make the whole shift. Sometimes we have to call out sick. Sometimes we don't get the job done. But there's a place out there. By the way, I'm talking about my penis and sex. I'm talking about sometimes I don't satisfy my wife during sex because my penis comes too fast. That's what I'm saying. But to avoid that, I go to somewhere where it's clinically proven. Roman Swipes are clinically proven to help you last longer in bed. So if you don't want to disappoint your wife during sex like I, Brandon Walker, do constantly, what you can do is you take out the swipes, Roman Swipes, you swipe it on the old pecker there, and when you go back to town, when you clock back in, you're staying for a while. You might even do overtime. You might even get extra money. You won't be a Brandon Walker who doesn't satisfy his wife. You'll be Brandon fucking Walker out there fucking going to town because of Roman Swipes. Finish the ad.
GetRoman.com/Walker to get your first month of swipes for just $5. That's less than a big cup of coffee when you choose a monthly plan. GetRoman.com/Walker to get your first month of swipes for just $5 when you choose a monthly plan. That's GetRoman.com/Walker, or click the link right here in the YouTube description if you're watching. And if you're not watching, you should be, because Brandon, he really shows out for this, and I think showed his baby arm.
Good luck to your penises.
Yeah, we're good.
Walk in. Come on.
All right.
I don't know
We're going
this
to have to
one's name.
revisit the do-to-do.
Have a seat over there to the other side of Kayce, please. Okay.
Oh, no. I'll shake your hand for him. I know we've met, but that was rude, Brandon. He's a man trying to shake your hand.
Shake my hand.
That was nice.
Good. It's a good song.
Wrong seat, bro.
I told him to sit there.
Well, you wrong then.
Oh, can you go sit over there? But this is not your
Next
fault.
to
This is
Brandon.
Brandon's fault.
Oh no, you want him in front of you? Oh, Zah, he wants you in front of Zah.
No.
Okay. Dawson.
Yes, sir.
And you are a TCU fan.
Yes, and well, I actually played there too.
Play what?
Kicker. So it doesn't really count.
You played kicker? I mean, I knew you played there. I
Talking
didn't
to the
think you
mic.
played kicker.
Well, okay, so I mean,
Talking to
it's
the
a
mic.
funny story.
Talking to the mic.
Yeah, sorry. Well, it's a funny story on just how I walked on. So basically, I was like a wide receiver DN during high school. Wasn't like D1 caliber by any means. And I came to TCU, and then I realized that I really wanted to play college football, and I realized that I wasn't good at what I was to the Power 5 level. So I just learned how to kick, and it took me a year to learn how to kick, and I walked on my sophomore year.
It took you only a year to learn how to kick?
I mean, I had a lot of help.
Well, no, but that's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great story. I mean, I'm very blessed, and
So you were a kicker on TCU's team last year,
not last year.
2 years ago,
Yes,
in the COVID year.
COVID year.
So
Correct.
millions of people had to die to make you a kicker on TCU.
Oh.
Well, also, actually, I will be thankful for COVID because they expanded the roster size during that time. So I always joke with the guys on the team that if there was no COVID, I probably would have been cut. Which
Is COVID a joking matter to you?
no.
What's the girl's name at the Washington Post? Taylor. She needs to chime in here. Oh, I'm sorry that you get to joke about COVID. Was I the only one who saw that tweet? Okay, all right. So I'm going through the roster here in 2020. You are
38.
Amari DeMicardo?
No, I'm
Oh no, that's okay.
38.
You,
Number 38.
dude, I thought you were like 20.
That was such a dad joke.
Yeah,
That's bad.
number 30.
You can just Google Dawson. Oh, wait, you just passed it. I think you just passed
You
it.
said 38. I'm at 22.
Oh, never mind.
Who did you think you were? You thought you were Grant Buechler? You can't be Grant Buechler.
Hey, he's a great kid, man. He's a good friend of mine.
You can't. This guy thinks he's Grant Buechler. He thinks all white people look the same. Let's see. How many numbers y'all got? Y'all got 4 22s? 30. Dawson Gordon.
And look at the weight. They completely botched it.
6'2", 147
Yeah.
Damn.
This is not. No, I did
You're
not.
a big 147.
from Tiburon, California.
Tiburon, California. Yeah, it's like 15 minutes north of the Golden Gate Bridge.
That's
We're close to right for NASCAR, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were in Sonoma.
that sounds really nice.
It does sound really nice. I wish I could.
So this should have been 6'2", 247.
Maybe like 220.
They really fucked it up, huh?
How many 6'2", 220 kickers are out there? Not a lot.
I mean, there was the
he
Penn
played
State
D.
guy. Remember him when he would just lay?
I got to be honest, Dawson. You're getting a little sassy with me.
I'm trying to be funny, you know. I mean, Jack Mack said to bring the heat, so I'm here. Go Frogs.
Hey, Gary Patterson followed me on Twitter the other day.
Oh, he did.
He's trying to hit that.
Did you know? Well, he did not do anything of the sort.
Well, he actually never mind. But
Did he? Did you know he's a singer and songwriter?
Yes. Well, so basically for our pre-practice, you know, there's a set playlist, and he has 2 songs,
Shut up.
and he would, yeah. So it's
Gary
ingrained in my
Patterson
head
played his own songs
during practice. Yeah.
on the pre-practice playlist at TCU.
What?
This is one.
Game on. Yeah. Are you ready? Ready to play? Yeah.
What?
Yeah. He had.
What?
Yeah. He had 2 songs.
Was it
that he
any
played.
good? You can tell.
One of the
truth.
songs was actually a vibe, and then the other one was like
Oh.
kind of mid.
What kind of genre are we talking about? Country?
Like country rock, but then like it kind of fit like with the rest of it because he played, Spirit in the Sky. He plays a big like Tom Petty guy.
So he would record himself singing covers and play them for you guys?
No. Sorry, those were the other songs.
Oh.
Those were his originals.
He had 2 songs that were his
that he put in the playlist.
that he put
How
in the playlist.
soon into the playlist were those songs?
I think the first song was number 2. And then so I think it was I'm forgetting what the first song is.
Is this widely known, by the way?
No.
Well, I mean, also during when Coach P was the coach, like he wasn't like the media wasn't let in for practices. So I guess
The answer is no, because I asked that kind of like as a joke, because when he followed me, I sent it in the group and I was like, did anybody know Gary Patterson was a singer and a songwriter? Because he has it in his bio. And not only is
the
he
Game On song is I think
is it on Spotify?
Yes, I think it's actually good.
Don't worry, Jack. I won't play it because I know we'll get in trouble. But
and then the whole But yeah, I mean,
Game On.
Listen, if this
I thought it was good personally.
If this podcast were ever to be taken down legally and just dismantled, I would want it to be because we played Gary Patterson's song.
Can we play it, Jack?
I mean, I can sing it too. I mean,
I kind of want him to sing it.
Okay, well let him sing it then.
Hey, let me actually wait.
No, it's okay. Just take your time.
I got now I'm gonna look up. I want to look up how many monthly listeners he has. Okay, I have it in front of me, and I'm not. Look, you can see it is the real Gary Patterson. How many monthly listeners do you think Gary Patterson has now?
250.
Well, no, more than that. Now, to give you an idea, Justin Bieber has 77 million monthly listeners.
Okay, he has. I'm gonna say Gary Patterson has 5,000 monthly listeners.
Do you want one more guess?
No, I don't really care about the guess. What is it?
1901. 1,901 monthly listeners.
There are 1,900 people that just listen to Gary Patterson on Spotify.
Yes.
All right. Are you?
Now, I will say that probably. This can't be real.
How did you guys not know about this? Like, I thought all of college football knew that he was making songs. Ready? The chorus is good.
All right, take it down.
The chorus is
Kinda
actually
catchy.
good. No.
Kinda catchy.
It's good.
Jack, did
Go
you
Frogs.
know this?
I saw it last year.
Yeah.
I think for the first time, and then I forgot that he was doing it, and then when Kayce sent it into the group over the weekend, I was like, oh yeah, he is a singer and songwriter and performer and country. But him playing it during practice is amazing.
I mean, that's like if you.
Well, and during the
game?
like the pregame.
No.
Well, it's game on.
Well, you see,
Makes sense.
you know what that I've heard about musicians that'll if they have parties at their house they'll play their own music, and I'm like, so what if I had people over to my apartment and I just put the college football show on loop on TV the whole time?
I do that.
You don't, because it's fucking weird. Like I feel like
When I have a special night with my wife, I put wrestling on the TV.
oh my god.
When
that's what
when the Storm Chasers came to TCU, I played that video way too much because I was top 5 day of my life. So
well, that's different.
That's also pathetic.
No.
Frogs. Hey, well, you guys spoiled it.
Spoil what?
Because remember, they won at Boulder, then they came to TCU, and then they went to Starkville, and you guys
Took Auburn to overtime.
Yeah.
We're not a basketball school.
True.
This is the thing.
It's
That's
possible.
fine that you play that a lot because you were in college and you were part of a video. Gary Patterson should not be playing his own music. It should have been the players were oh, we'll throw Coach P on the playlist, not, hey, I'm going to put myself on the playlist at second. That's crazy.
All right. So let's before we let you go.
I feel like I'm digging myself.
Oh, you're fine. You're doing
No,
great.
this is
No, not with you guys, but with TCU.
Oh, it's TCU.
No, he's not there anymore.
TCU hasn't beaten anybody in years.
Okay, come on.
He's also not there anymore, so it's fine.
Yeah, Sonny Dykes is there.
Yes, he is, and I am very happy.
Big Sonny Dykes guy.
Yes,
Good.
I am. I think he's I've talked to him a bunch. Great family. I think
Now I've heard Max Duggan is just a true asshole.
that's just not true.
That's what I've heard.
He's a friend of mine, so
Is he?
yeah.
Is he a top 20 friend of yours?
I'd say he's up there. Yeah, I'd say he's in that range for sure.
You're going out to the bar on Friday night. You calling Max?
Text probably.
Okay, text. I forgot.
more of a
You
text
guys
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You texting him saying this is where we're going to be? Come through?
sure. Yeah.
Is he coming through?
Yes, he would come through.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Why are you getting so defensive?
Well, I just feel like it's
You're
a
pressing
weird
him.
question to
Yeah,
ask.
you're also pressing him a little bit, but it's okay. Also, even if he was a complete asshole, Dawson wouldn't say that.
You wouldn't say that?
No.
Well, here's what I'll say, and I think this will prove that he's not an asshole. You know, I came on the football team as a walk-on kicker. I mean, that's bottom of the barrel, right? I mean, and I'm self-aware. Like, I know that. Yeah. And he was the first person that really welcomed me on the team and, you know, introduced me to, like, kids on the team and, you know, like the team, like crawfish boil, stuff like that. Like, he, like, texted me to come, like, and that was, like, before, like, it was public that I ran Barstool TCU. So it's not like there was, like, you know, like this whole clout
Did
thing,
he
right?
know you did?
Were you running Barstool TCU
eventually.
while you were on the team?
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
That is impressive.
Well, I was surprised that I didn't get cut because of the whole media thing, right? So,
Wait, from the team or from Barstool?
From the team.
Oh, okay.
Because
Barstool loves that.
Funny?
Katie will fucking cut you in a heartbeat.
You know what's funny? There was an Alabama player who ran Barstool Alabama, and then he had to give it up
Yeah, it was Julio Jones.
to Travis. Yeah, Julio Jones. It was Julio Jones, and then he actually gave it up to who was it? Minka Fitzpatrick, who then gave it up to Travi for the boys.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
for the boys.
Who still doesn't think Alabama has ever bought a player in his life.
Nope.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, coming from you.
Well, sorry, we paid. Oh, see, this is the thing.
Yeah.
I got stories.
I love
can
it.
Go on.
I love it. I don't. This.
I mean, we just lost the guy because of you guys.
Well,
They paid for him, didn't they?
Yeah, we paid for him.
But
Sorry,
it was expensive
we
as fuck.
Yeah.
can pony up the cash. I have no problem with that. Now, I know a lot of Aggie fans would have really hated what you just said. I do not. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean.
Pay as much as you want. As long as we start winning, I don't give a fuck. And look,
You still have eligibility?
Yes.
Have you ever been to Starkville?
No, but I've heard bad things.
Why don't you go fuck yourself? How about
see,
that?
there it is. He's coming in firing.
No, I mean, like.
Also, keep
I
it
would-
on record,
I
Dawson,
wouldn't
that I
pray,
did not take offense. He took offense.
No, but that's what I want to hear from, like, fans from your school and from Bama and UT. Like, I'm okay with, like, people taking pride and, you know, paying their players because,
Yeah.
I mean, if you have the money, do it.
Right.
But you can't sit there because it's like, I see on Twitter, it's like, oh, it's like Bama and then UT going back and forth, or, you know, like the Aggies and UT like going back and forth about who's paying who. It's like, bro, y'all are all paying
Everybody.
people like millions of dollars. Just like there's no, I'm.
You know where I'll start to be pissed?
Bros being the wrong.
No,
way.
I know we're letting him go, but where I would start to be pissed is if it's public that we're paying these players all this and we still suck.
Oh well, I mean,
That's where I'll get
I mean,
pissed.
look, there's a good chance that happens.
Well,
I mean,
He's kind of hates y'all.
we
no,
bounced.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, we
Yeah, you
stole
do.
we stole their baseball coach, bounced them from the regionals, and we're the Final Four in
True.
Omaha. Of
That's
course,
true.
well,
butthurt.
That's
you're
true.
losing right now, and you're
well, that's fine.
Well, and Sloss did try to take our job. But we turned him down a couple years ago.
I assume that
Well,
the
I mean,
TCU baseball family has watched this entire series rooting against A&M. I can understand why when you're
There's
poorer
no
than our school.
disrespect. There is no disrespect towards Schlossnagel. I mean, he built that program, and it's hard being at TCU when you're with the tuition, right? With the scholarships, the 13.5 scholarships. I mean, it's so hard to get guys to go there just because for the in-state tuition, it's so much cheaper. So, I mean, I don't blame him for leaving, and it's more money too.
Give me your hottest TCU take of the year.
Okay, Quinn Johnson goes first round, top 3 wideout. I'd say TCU gets ceilings 8 wins, floors 5, and I think we upset either UT, OU, or OK State. But the biggest take is that TCU plays for a Big 12 championship sometime in the next 3 years.
Jordan Addison, Kayce Boutte, and I had the third one in my head too.
Jackson.
Jackson Smith and Jigba. Those 3 people exist. They exist.
Yeah.
They're in the world. They're all receivers.
They have
They're all a hell of a lot better than Quinn Johnson. So how are you gonna pull this off?
Well, I mean, I think, you know, he's.
By the way, that's just 3. I could have gone deeper.
Yeah. Well, have you watched the highlights versus, what is it, like Oklahoma, where he had 3 touchdowns and he just mossed like 3 guys? I mean,
I remember when he did that.
but also it's like you have, I mean, the quarterback play this past year was, you know, tough because of all the injuries. And, you know, Max, like his like foot was broken, and then you know Chandler like came in, and then he had to redshirt. Like he's been playing with like a shaky like quarterback room. We'll see who wins the starting quarterback battle this year. Chandler's a great kid too, so like whoever wins that battle, I think that they'll steer the ship, the right direction.
Okay.
But watch out for Quinn Johnson. I don't know. Maybe not top 3, but I think people should respect him more. That's my thing.
I like having a TCU guy around. It's a different perspective. I'm going to ask you to step out, and we're going to – Dawson, wonderful. Thank you.
It was great meeting you.
Did great.
And I actually love the shoes with the colorway that matches.
That's maroon.
Yeah.
So also my maroon.
Well, that's my maroon. I'm the one that bought it. I'm the one that I have the money.
Whatever.
I like him. He's going to be good.
Yeah.
The guy's got a future ahead of him.
I usually don't like people from TCU either.
You don't like him either. That's fine.
No, he's very nice. He's very nice. I mean, we do have to take
Thick boy. He's a kicker?
I know when he told me that I thought he was lying. I'm gonna be honest. Like, yeah, I can't imagine. Like, how does he swing his leg?
Dawson Gordon. I don't like his name. His first name and last name start with O-N.
Dawson Gordon sounds like a teen sitcom movie.
Yeah, Dawson Gordon.
Teen drama.
The Curious Life of Dawson Gordon.
Yeah, that sounds.
Oh, look at here. Right. Okay, but I thought this was a different school. But this is obviously.
So give this guy some proper respect.
Oh.
He did a lot of work with the Penn State football team throughout his time at Penn State.
Yeah.
I think he knows a lot of the guys personally. He interviewed a lot of the guys. So
okay.
This is probably the most legit intern from a media perspective we've had on.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
What's your name?
Connor.
What? Connor?
Griffin, yeah.
Connor Griffin. Thank you very
Connor
much.
Griffin's another good teen sitcom.
Good solid handshake on Connor Griffin. Now, what team are you representing?
Penn State.
Okay, cool. Does that make you complicit?
Do you see his shirt?
In ruining the lives of many young boys?
Oh, my God. Okay.
You had to know that was coming.
Well, I mean, yeah, I knew the minute I took this internship that was going to come up at some point. It was funny, though. I actually –
Nothing's funny about that.
No. I'm trying to transition away from that. But I almost wore a Christian Hackenberg jersey back from the Penn State days. So I didn't know this was happening today. I'm glad that I didn't do that because then that would have been like too try hard. But
I would have liked that a lot.
I'll wear it tomorrow if you want.
Moments passed.
Okay.
You'd still like it tomorrow.
What's your hottest take about Penn State this year?
Hottest take about Penn State? We could be a 10-win football team. I guess.
How many times you play in your schedule? 3?
What?
Playing your schedule 3 times?
No. So I know that the Sean Clifford thing is what people are really scared about nationally or making.
I'm not scared about it. He's just not very good.
Yeah, no,
Penn State fans might be scared.
Penn State fans are scared, and then I think a lot of the national media is scared.
Also, starting over at running back. You're starting over at certain.
Nick Singleton is going to be a dog.
You hope.
I think he will be. I'm not saying.
You hope, and this is not about you, but every time I talk to a college football fan base, and they're like, and I'm like, let's take Kentucky for example. Kentucky, you lost Wan'Dale Robinson, a great receiver. Yeah, but this next guy is gonna be something. You hope this running back's gonna be good because the last couple of years, Journey Brown, Noah Cain, all these guys, none of them turned into greatness at Penn State.
I'll stop you. Journey Brown was on the path, and then COVID happens. He realizes he has a heart condition and he can't play football the rest of his life. I'm not
saying there's not reasons this thing didn't happen, but it didn't happen for him. It didn't happen for Noah Cain. It didn't happen for multiple guys. You guys have had like 3 or 4 5-star running backs, and it hasn't happened for any of them.
Miles Sanders was very solid because also we pit everybody against Saquon now. That's the thing. Miles Sanders was very solid.
Can I stop you right there?
What's up?
Phenomenal voice.
Brandon, I was going to say it first. I didn't want to interrupt him. Phenomenal voice.
Do you want to be like a TV broadcaster for like ESPN or something? Or, like.
I don't like ESPN.
Oh, yeah, fuck ESPN.
College football?
Like college football, I love. That's my favorite sport. That's always been my dream.
And this is a
future voice.
This is a voice right here.
As soon as he started talking.
Credit to me for when he came in, I was like,
exactly.
Give him respect. Yeah, sorry.
I didn't know what you were saying as far as his media, but
his phenomenal voice.
You have good. He also has good enunciation and everything.
He pronounces words right.
I did student radio and then did a bunch of stuff with athletics. And
I have a question for you.
What's up?
Are you making your voice deeper because you're in front of a microphone?
No.
This is just
I
it all the
try
time.
not to be. Yeah.
Damn, that's good.
Yes. I'm not really aware of it though.
Yeah, because we don't obviously have to do that at Barstool, but I know a lot of people when I was in traditional media that will change their voice a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were doing that or not. It's just your voice.
I'm not smoking cigarettes or anything to try and make it sound.
This is great.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. We're gonna have to use this kid.
Yeah, he's got a great voice.
He's gonna have to narrate some things.
I love narrating.
Yeah, I was about to say you have a very and this is a compliment, a voice that would be great for book on tape.
I'm not gonna lie. the last guy and this guy, these are two high quality interns.
Dawson knows his stuff about TCU football.
We have
too.
The interns have gotten much better. Like I noticed this during Idol too.
Yeah.
If I had to do Idol, if I had to be an intern now, I would have never been hired here.
Oh, I would have failed. I would have been out of the first challenge on Idol.
Yeah, exactly. Like
but wasn't that fucking funny?
Well, I mean, and Big Cat said it the other day too. If he had to do Idol, he
Yeah.
wouldn't have survived. So that wasn't a knock against you.
Oh, kind of.
Damn it.
It's so good.
It's like talking to a young, well, maybe not Tom Brenneman. That's not a good example.
You notice it. He just made his voice deeper when he was trying to say that.
It's like
Yeah. See, look at that.
It's like talking.
You can't do it.
No, I can't think of. Yeah.
It's a very good voice. I have a question for you.
What's up?
I know he stopped you, but I have a question because I get into it with Penn State fans sometimes. Do you ever talk to Jeff D'Lo?
I've talked to him a couple times.
So I don't get into it with him because he and Roan have both said this to me. They hate James Franklin.
Oh, that's very interesting. I'm the exact opposite end.
Are you
Big
just saying,
James Franklin head. Huh?
Are you just saying that because you have relationships with the team?
No, I'm not just saying.
You really do like him.
I've been riding James Franklin for a very long time. I do think now that he has the extension, and now that we have the best, not the best, but one of the best recruiting classes in the country.
I have the best recruiting class.
Exactly.
Well, you got a good quarterback coming in.
Alar is going to be
Yeah.
like.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to make any false promises, but he's going to be very, very, very solid. He's obviously not going to play a lot this year because of Clifford.
And who's the running back? You said the
Singleton.
Singleton. He's going to be a what?
He's going to be running back. He's not going to be Saquon Barkley.
I like
but
what you said though. He's a what? He's a dog.
Oh, he's a dog.
That's
Sorry, I forgot.
He's a
about that.
dog.
But the point, we got a lot of talent coming in. He's got the new contract extension.
But you've had
It's-
talent coming in a lot.
But this is next level.
Okay, here's my next question.
So
with that.
it's going to be, time is running out on Franklin, and if he doesn't produce in the next couple years, then I will start to wane on him. But right now, I love him.
This is the I think the difference in when I do get into it with Penn State fans versus liking him as a coach and thinking he's an asshole. Do you think he's an asshole?
Yes, but in a lovable way.
Okay.
He respects his players to the point, because mainly it's with the media. He's gotten a lot of criticism from people watching him. He's gotten a lot of criticism from the media themselves. He doesn't like to give up too much about the program, I think, and he has a lot of rules that are surrounded around respecting his team and keeping what should be in-house. And I think that's where a lot of that stems from. And then he also says some stuff sometimes that deflects the blame, which I don't like. I think if maybe he just accepted responsibility a little bit more.
I accept that answer. He's an asshole, but it's lovable.
That's all too. If I brought in a PlayStation 3 and played a game of NCAA football for everybody to watch, would you broadcast it for me?
Yeah, I would do that.
Well, you have to teach me how. That'd be a great video.
Yeah, but I'd have to. Yeah. But I don't really care who wins. I just want to.
Well, I know that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about who wins. I'm saying we've been talking about doing this for a while. He can be the play-by-play.
Do you have it? Do you have NCAA football?
Oh no.
I didn't.
What do you think?
Well, so I had it, but then
I have a PS3 hooked up in my house at all times.
Okay.
So I can go back to it. Yes.
He's obsessed with it, but that's in a good way.
PS4 is my system that I play every day. I haven't bought a PS5 yet. I have a PS4 that's hooked up, but if I just take out the HDMI cord to that and just stick it into the PS3 is already powered up. All you do is take the HDMI cord, bam, playing.
So I had NCAA football 13, which I actually think is better than 14.
A lot of people think that. What do you think? The recruiting changed a little bit. I know. I don't know.
Well, for just the look of it,
yeah,
with Barry Sanders on there and then Robert Griffin III, I love. But then on top of that, I think just the graphics when you first open up, it's nostalgia for me a little bit. But I had that on Xbox 360, and then I gave up my Xbox 360 so I could no longer play that. And it was the dumbest mistake I've ever made.
That was terrible. And now
that's my favorite video game.
Now they're expensive to go. If you on eBay, you're going to pay $150 to get NCAA 14. Anyway, doesn't matter. Okay, I think that's good.
All right.
That is
fantastic voice.
Connor Griffin, the best voice I've heard in a long time.
I appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Boy, they set a high bar for these interns.
It's solid. Also, I will point out that it's the interns that are coming in with a lot of knowledge and are very good on the podcast. Right. They're not trying to be really good. They're just good. And you can just tell.
I hope those two don't put a podcast together.
Here comes this. The guy who's coming in now is the individual that was. He has the TikTok where he dances, but he's actually a good guy. I like him.
It's a TikTok dancer?
Yeah, he's the Michigan State guy, but he's the TikTok dancer. But he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
But so you sign off on him even though he's
Yeah, he
Michigan
works
State fan.
hard, and I think he works
Okay.
with Quigs,
All right.
and I think he's doing well.
That's nice. Jack just had a lot of compliments about you, even though you're a Michigan State guy.
Have a seat. State your name. What's your name?
I'm Blake.
Blake. What? Okay, you're just Blake.
Like Seal.
Blake. Okay.
Cher.
Like Madonna. All right.
Yeah.
Last name's too complicated, so I just say
What
Blake.
is it?
Blake too complicated.
It's Vratovo.
Yeah. Just go with
I
Blake.
kind of like it.
I do too. I love it, but you're not, try to say it.
The Vratovo, or just Vratovo?
Vratovo.
Blake Vratovo.
Yes.
I like that name. It's good.
Hey, Blake, I just complimented you a bunch, but speak like you mean it. Like, don't be passive. Speak like you mean it, because we can barely hear you on the mic.
Okay, sorry.
All right. Not also.
What are you about to say?
He's,
Oh, no.
He's chewing gum.
Oh, boy.
You're chewing gum.
Well, he's not anymore. He took it out.
Okay. All right. It's okay. Blake Vratovo, Michigan State.
Yes, sir.
Don't call me sir.
He's being polite, and you're old.
I don't want to make any enemies. I'm still new here.
You're not gonna make an enemy because you already got an enemy. It's that dickhead behind the glass. Because
Well, me and Jack are cool now.
oh, you're not.
But he hates
You're a
Michigan
Michigan State.
State.
You're a Michigan State fan.
Yes, sir.
Jack is a total asshole towards Michigan State.
He thinks you're stupid.
He calls you
I
guys
know.
a 70 IQ Spartan tribe.
I know. I would interact with him all the time when I was the MSU viceroy.
Oh, nice. Well, he doesn't think you're stupid, by the way. He does think you specifically are smart. He thinks everyone that goes to school with you is stupid.
So you were a Spartan viceroy.
I was.
What'd y'all think of me?
Yeah, we loved you.
Of course, I was Mr. Michigan State last year.
Exactly.
I was I was the only one that correctly predicted they would beat Michigan.
Yeah, there was I'm not going to say names, but there was a couple people at a competing company in Detroit that would just talk loads of shit about us all the time.
Okay.
And one of them was an ex-Michigan football player. And when you came on giving us like hype and praise, it was awesome. So we rallied against you. Or
Came
around
on what? Did I come on with him?
No, when
Oh,
you
when you
were
were-
outwardly supporting.
Yeah.
I will say that was my favorite show we did last year. Was in East Lansing.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was awesome.
I was very surprised. I guess I wasn't surprised because I knew Spartan Nation would come out, but I was very happy at the turnout because I was also very nervous because I didn't want Michigan State, especially with Dave.
Yeah.
I didn't want to give him any like free ammo to come.
I mean, that's the day that we took over ESPN. People forget.
Yeah.
So what's your hottest take for Michigan State this season?
So I believe that Michigan State wasn't going to be as good as we were last year. I'm starting to work my way around that and convince myself that we are going to be.
I think I agree
equal.
with that. Yeah.
I think Mel Tucker has done a great job. I think I know I've listened to you guys' podcasts and I know like Kayce and Jack. I know you guys aren't really like sold on Mel Tucker, and I mean
They're just in Michigan's back pocket. I mean, they're
no.
Michigan
Here's the thing.
stooges.
I'm not saying that I'm not sold on him. For you guys, I understand why you were hype about him, but then he gets the $90 million contract and then just shits the bed.
He just shit the bed. He lost to a good team, Ohio State. He lost to a
Well,
good team.
but you said that they were better than Michigan, and Michigan made the playoff. So
Well, they were better than Michigan. They were just as good as Michigan all year, and
You
they beat
honestly-
Michigan on the field.
you honestly think, and I'll ask both of you this:
I think Michigan
if Michigan and Michigan State played 10 times last year, how many does Michigan State win?
probably goes 5-5.
Okay, so there you can't say they're a better team.
I think they were the exact same team.
I hate to interrupt. We got like 7 more minutes.
Oh.
We have something to do. We have to do ads still. So
What? Oh.
How many more we got? We got 2 more. We'll do
Well,
that.
we'll do them next week.
We'll do them next week. So dismiss.
yeah, we'll do them next week.
Dismiss the 2 out there that aren't going to make it.
We'll bring them back next week.
Yeah. Well, but do you think it would be half and half too? 500?
Yeah, I think we. I don't want to say this because I feel like it's going to look bad.
Speak with your fucking chest.
Say it.
I think we got lucky against
Ha!
Michigan.
Brandon, fuck
Didn't
you.
get lucky. You gave it to a running back. They couldn't
Fuck
stop the
you.
fucking run.
No, so that I agree with that, but like
There was a call.
there was a call that I don't know if like it's an up in the air call. Like you can't really say that like Michigan fans want like to go back and be like, "Oh, this call changed the game. We would have beat you guys." But you can't say that because every single game in the history of football has a call like that and not many people are going back and like going back to that.
Well,
one
what
call
if
and saying we lost.
what if you guys punted and then you downed the punt and you had a knee on the ground and put your hand on it and then the refs let them still return it for a touchdown? Wouldn't that bother you?
That's when Mississippi State lost to Memphis.
Yeah, I figured that was a Mississippi State reference.
They lost to Memphis last year.
Not really. That didn't happen. Anyway, I guess we got to start wrapping up.
I want to bring you back in because this
full go next week.
Well, yeah, because Michigan State is a hot topic on this podcast a lot. It's the off season. We've got some time. I think that you never have anybody on your side with Michigan State.
I'm fine. I can stand up to.
Well, no, I think you should bring him in because he's a Michigan State guy.
First, I mean, I would love to have you, but I don't need your help.
I didn't say you needed it. I said it would be fun.
I'm Brandon fucking Walker. I'm the heart and soul of this entire company, not even this. What?
Jack and I versus you two about this.
I don't give a fuck. You don't scare me. Look at these Ole Miss punk ass bitches.
I do have one question for you, Brandon.
What?
Ooh.
What do you think about Aaron Brule? Because we just got him as a transfer linebacker.
He was our best defensive player 2 years ago. Last year, I don't know what happened. He took a step back. But but what I like to think, if somebody's been the best on a team before, then that's who he is. You don't fluke into being the best. Like, he was really good. He was our best defensive player a couple years ago, coming off the edge. And then last year, he took a step back. So something just happened. I feel like if he gets a fresh start, he's going to be very, very good. All conference type player for you guys.
That makes me feel very happy.
All right.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Bringing him back.
What's his
Thank you
name?
for having me. Blake.
Blake Vervedo.
Oh, just Blake. Like
okay.
Madonna.
Blake, thank you very much. We'll dismiss you now. We're about to end
Thank
the
you, Blake.
podcast. You were great. Thank you. Good
interns.
Good crop of interns this year.
Good, and they love college football.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they're in college. They probably should. Why do you
also, we missed. There's an Indiana one. There's a Wisconsin one.
we're bringing them all in. Well, we
Well,
can't. We have to end the show.
We have to end the show for your show.
Let's get them next week.
Yes, I'm saying, but
Yeah.
we're
I
still
like it.
missing. We have a lot more to go through.
Yeah.
I really do want to do an episode where the two of you take on me and Jack.
Me and Blake?
Yeah, you and Blake versus me and Jack.
Wait, for what?
Michigan versus Michigan State. A good little off-season segment.
All right. Why don't we get on out of here and we'll come back around next week. I actually had something I prepared that, but I'll do it for next week. Anyway, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go ahead and knock her out. That's Kayce Smith, 202. Thank you very much. Appreciate everybody. Katie, Jack, me. That's Unnecessary Roughness.